In this session, we'll see the lab program, which is used to implement the cyclic redundancy check that is used to detect the error in the data link layer, which is implemented using C program. First, we'll understand the concept. CRC is a checksum algorithm that is used to detect any kind of error that occurs in the transmission of frames. The checksum is a kind of a word that is attached to the data message or to a frame that is used in the transmission of data in the data link layer. Now, the CRC is based on the division. The input data is divided by a predefined divisor, and the remainder is considered as a checksum. Now, based on this checksum, we can identify whether the frame had errors or no errors. So we'll see how this is done with an example. Now, to find the remainder, we need to know which is the dividend. The dividend is the input data, and the divisor is the generated polynomial, which is predefined, which is known to the both sender and the receiver. There are different kinds of CRC algorithms we can have for 8 bits, 16 bits, 32 bits. So this N refers how many bits are used to detect the errors. So we can use a checksum of 16 bits or 8 bits. So N defines how many bits will be added to the input data. The checksum value is nothing but the remainder we get after the input data is divided by the generated polynomial. Now, usually the generated polynomial is a bigger term which has more number of bits. So for calculation of remainder, n number of zeros are added to the input data so that we get a proper remainder. So this diagram shows you how that is done. The input data is shifted to left-hand side and there are 3 more zeros added. So we are adding more bits and increasing the size of the input data, which is then divided by the generator polynomial. And we get the remainder, that is R0, R1, R2. And this remainder is nothing but the checksum, which is attached to the input data. Now this whole thing becomes a message or the frame that is transmitted in the data link layer. And in case there's some error happens in the transmission, so one of the bits are changed. So if one of the bits are changed, then the code word changes. So since the code word changes, when we divide the same message with the same generator polynomial, we'll not get the remainder 0. So if the remainder is not 0, that means some error has occurred. If the remainder is 0, that means that there is no error and this message could be properly divided by the polynomial. And so receiver can identify whether the message is correct message or not corrupted message. So by a simple division and having a remainder, we can identify whether the bit has been corrupted or not. This example shows how a division is performed. So if this is the input data, so there are 3 bits added and it is divided by a divisor, which is usually a polynomial. Now this division is performed in terms of modulo 2 division. Since the data communication happens with the digital values, that is ones and zeros, so modulo 2 division is sufficient to perform the division. So here, while performing the division, instead of using subtraction and multiplication operations, with a simple XOR operation, the remainder can be identified or subtracted. So here the XOR operation is formed and we can get the subtracted values. So what is XOR operation? If both the values are same, the result is 0. If one of the values are different, then answer is 1. So with simple XOR operation, we can do the division operation. So once the division is done, we get the reminder, and this reminder is attached as a checksum to the input data, and the whole combined data is sent as a message. Now what happens in the receiver end? In the receiver end, if there is no error during the transmission, then what happens? The message that is received checksum along with the input data, we are dividing it, so we get the reminder as 0. So this shows that there is no error in the transmission. Suppose one bit was changed during the transmission. So when you divide with the same generator polynomial, if there is one bit change also, we get a different reminder. Since we have a reminder, so this shows that there is a some problem during the transmission. So one of the bits has been changed. So error is detected. And usually the input data is not divided by the another divisor. It's actually represented in another way. It's represented using a polynomial. So the dividend and the divisor are not treated as a normal integer values, but as binary polynomial. Now, what is binary polynomial? Suppose we have a number 1011. This is considered as a coefficient to the polynomial. So when you consider this as a coefficient, the term which we get is in this form. Say data is 1011. When you convert it to polynomial, we get as x to the power of 3 plus x plus 1. Similarly, for the dividend, suppose the dividend is this one. When you convert it into polynomial, we get x to the power of 6 plus x to the power of 3. Now, the same process can be implemented in polynomial division. When you do the same division here, we get the reminder as such, and this reminder becomes a checksum which is attached to the data word and sent in the transmission. So if the reminder is 0, that means no corruption. That means there is no error during the transmission. If it is not 0, then one of the bits is corrupted. So let's see the algorithm for this CRC. Given the input data, the zeros are appended, which is the degree same as that of the polynomial, generating polynomial. Say Bx is the polynomial. Now this is the polynomial. Now using modulo 2, we'll get the reminder Rx. Bx is actually the input data, which is converted to the polynomial of the degree that is same of the generator polynomial. So Bx is the input data, and the generator polynomial is represented as Gx. Now after dividing by Gx, we get the remainder Rx. Now this Rx is added to the input data and the message is generated. Now at the receiver side, if the same transmitted message is divided by the generated polynomial, we get the remainder 0. So this reminder is added to make sure that the receiver end, whenever its division is done, we get the reminder 0 in order to check the corruption of bit or not. So the T is transmitted, and this is divided by the same generator polynomial. If the reminder is 0, there is no error. Otherwise, it concludes as an error record. So let's see the program, how it is written. So we'll just consider the generator polynomial which is stored in the form of string. So we'll start with the main program, how it is done. From the main program, we take the input data. in the form of a polynomial. So a T string will have the polynomial input string, and the generated polynomial is assumed between the sender and the receiver end. So that is represented by a G string. Now we'll find the input length, which is stored in A. Now from A till the end of the n value, we're going to add extra zeros, so that this degree represents that of a polynomial. And what is n? N is the number of bits used for the generating polynomial. So the extra zeros are added, so that the size of the polynomial and the size of the input string matches C. So this extra zeros are added so that the size of T and G matches equal. So the modified string is displayed with adding the extra zeros. Then we'll call the CRC function, which does the division process. So this cyclic redundancy check function will generate the remainder, and it is stored in the global variable checksum. So the remainder is stored in CS, and this checksum is attached to the input string, that is T string. So now the checksum is added. We're going to send it in the transmission link. So the final code word is T. Now, to check whether error is there or not, first we'll give an option to the user to add some error or not. So if the user says yes, so if the user says yes, then we'll change one of these bits. So based on the position, the bit is changed and the error is added. So once error is added, we'll call again the function, that is cyclic redundancy check, from the receiver end. So now the receiver end is going to do the same division process and get the remainder. Now based on the remainder, we're going to check how many non-zeros are there. So we're going to count how many bits are not zeros. And if it is not zero, then we're going to tell error is detected. Otherwise, no error. So by a simple division, we can find out whether a corruption of bit is handled or not using a cyclic redundancy check algorithm. So the sample output is like this. Given a message, this message in the form of polynomial term, it is extended to the size of a generator polynomial, and this is the modified input data. This is the generating polynomial and this is the modified input data. And after division, we get the checksum as this much. So finally, this is the code word that is sent in the transmission link. And we'll ask the user to enter the error with the position 3. So when the error is entered, so the program will find out whether there's an error or not. So the remainder is not zero. So the data is recognized that the error is detected. So this is a simple example how the error detection is possible in data link layer.